Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate, and if it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to look at what you may be dealing with, or what you may be struggling with. Then we're going to look at current energies and what are the things that you may have to look at, and then we're going to do future energies, where what energy may be coming in for you. Then we're going to get some clarifiers and then close out with an oracle. All right, so what's going on with Cap? We have Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, and Justice. Justice is Libra. Two of Swords is about making a decision, but you don't have all of the information. I feel like that's coming up a lot for Capricorn, is that you're really not sure, you're not 100% about what it is that you want to do and where you want to go and what do you want to achieve, and what are those changes that you need to make in your life. I feel like it's sort of there on the surface, but you have to go deeper to find those answers. And I feel like that's what you're working on, and that's what you're struggling with. We have Queen of Wands. I kind of was feeling, is there someone that you feel, I'm getting two things with the Queen of Wands. It's activities or doing something or going after something or making something happen that you're not sure how to do that, how to make that happen in your favor. Or it could be, I also felt that maybe there somebody that is controlling or manipulative or kind of feels that they have power over you, and that you're trying to decide what it is that you want to do with the situation in this relationship that will work best for you. And you're like, well, what is going to be most advantageous to yourself? As I've said before, I feel like, going through those changes and kind of making those adjustments in your life, that the people that you have around you are going to change. Some will go with you and some will not go with you. Because we meet so many people in our lives, and they're in our lives for certain amounts of time. And I feel like when you start to level up or you start to go into a different direction, that kind of those people that you've outgrown those relationships with, that those start to fizzle off. We have, for current energies, we have Ten of Pentacles, which I love. We have Seven of Cups, which is open to all new possibilities. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So again, I feel like it could be with a career, a job, education. I feel like once you're able to sort through this, whatever this is that you're struggling with here, this decision, this Two of Swords, that I feel like when you make that decision, I feel like it just opens up so many doors and opportunities for you, because I feel like you're proud of yourself because you've made it through this part here, this decision making. And again, with the Queen of Wands, she's somebody who's very busy. She's very active. She has a lot going on. And I feel like that may be your life, which is leveling up, and it's becoming busier because you're maybe going back to school, that you're researching, that you're learning about things, that you're trying new things. And I feel like life starts to get busy here, but I feel like it's a good busy. Future energies, look at that, Knight of Cups, reaching out, having your cup up in the air, and the horse is charging forward. And then after that, we have the Eight of Wands, and then we have the Moon. And I feel like it's kind of trying new things, trying different things, being happy that you were able to make decisions back here that maybe you weren't too sure about, but then you really start to come into your own and you're like, yeah, this is the best decision for me. And this future energy is I just feel like feeling emotionally happy and taking actions, right? Because cups are emotions and feelings, and wands are actions and energy. And the Moon, it could be a Pisces, so it could be heading towards a Pisces. But I feel like Pisces is also a dreamer, and it's like dream big. heading towards those dreams and dreaming big and saying, I can accomplish whatever it is that I put my mind to, and being in that energy, right? The high priestess, that's that inner feeling, that inner being in touch, listening to that inner voice that maybe before back here that you were kind of ignoring, but now you're like, yeah, I'm going to listen to that. And I believe in myself. You have to be your own biggest cheerleader. Like, you have to make those decisions and those choices, and you have to do those things that push you forward. And you have to believe that you can accomplish those things, because if you don't believe in it, then it's not going to happen. All right, so let's get... All right, we have Two of Wands. Two of Wands can be working together as a partnership with someone. It could be, like I said, new business opportunities or working together with someone. Again, it could be that Queen of Wands that maybe you feel that it's a relationship that you felt that that other person had more power in the relationship, but you're like, hey, I want to make the changes where I feel like I'm having a say in the relationship. I'm speaking up for what I believe in or what I feel, or I'm speaking my truth. And you start to come into that where it's the two of you are working together on this partnership, whether it's a business or whether it's a partnership or it's a friendship. Maybe it's even a family member, like whatever that relationship that you feel that was kind of maybe leaning more towards one way, that you're like, okay, it needs to be equal, like two sides coming together towards the sun. Or it could be a new business or a partnership that you want to start. As the King of Pentacles comes out. He's been coming out a lot lately, and he's someone who is very good in business. He's someone who is very patient, and he's someone who thinks about things before he makes a decision, right? Thinking about things before you make a choice. But I also feel like he's someone who seeks knowledge, someone who's always trying to learn, somebody who's trying, I feel like tries different things, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then doesn't look at it as a failure, but looks at it as gaining more information as to what you don't want to do and pushing you towards what you do want to do. All right, Temperance, being patient, taking your time with things, realizing that this kind of big work and these kind of changes are something that's going to take some time, right? And realizing that, okay, I have to be patient with this. I have to know that I'm going to try a bunch of different things, and I'm going to find what works for me, right? What makes me happy. I love this one, which I've said before, is I love that beautiful smile that she has. It's just so content and happy, and appreciating how far you've come, and not looking at it as, oh, I'm so irritated, like I wish I was farther along, or I wish I had done this before. Like, I feel like it's just being aware of what you're telling yourself, right? But patting yourself on the back and saying, I'm so proud of myself for making it to this point. It may have taken me longer than I wanted to, but I'm proud of myself for making it to this point. And I'm excited about what's to come in. Again, like I said, Nine of Wands can be that irritation or that frustration that you're waiting for things to happen, and then it's like you get irritated and then you start going to the negative, which is exactly what I was just talking about, is not getting frustrated with yourself because things didn't happen earlier, or things didn't happen sooner, or, you know, being frustrated within yourself. And it's making sure that you catch that and you don't get into that negative energy, because you've come so far. You still have a ways to go. You still have some distance to go, and that's okay. But it's enjoying these moments that you're going through now and being happy for yourself and patting yourself on the back and hanging in there, right? Just hanging in there and believing and keeping in that positive energy. Again, don't fall into this Nine of Swords energy. Don't worry about those things that you can't control. Don't worry about those things that happened in the past, because you cannot go back and change it. Okay? Love it. Because the Death card is letting go of those things that are holding you back, which I feel is that frustration and that irritation that it didn't happen the way that you wanted it to, and you're worrying about things that you can't control. And then moving forward, it's that transition and that transformation and that change, right? That this is a big change for you, but you have to not bring in this negative energy. And that by that change is that growth, right? Is that Empress, is that, you know, the process of you growing and becoming more comfortable in your own skin and the choices that you make, and feeling happy with where you're at, and wanting to achieve more if that's what you want to do, but appreciating where you are now. Yeah, judgment, opening your eyes. I feel like you being in this energy opens up new opportunities for you. And if it's just the opportunity to be able to wake up every day and feel happy, that's an amazing opportunity, right? Or it could be new business opportunities, which I said back here is a partnership or a business, exploring new opportunities, starting something new, seeing relationships in a different way, seeing the relationship with yourself in a different way. I just feel like it's, wow, I can see now. I see that my perspective and those energies that I'm putting out is affecting me. That I see that I have to let go of this Nine of Wands and this Nine of Swords, right? I'm seeing things from a different perspective. I'm seeing that I have to, it's good for me to pat myself on the back for me and my accomplishments that I've made. It's good for me to see that I can do anything. I need to stay positive. I appreciate how far I've come. And I feel like it could just be opening your eyes to that. Look at that. I love that. The Ace of Wands and that fire and that passion and that new actions and those new things and becoming more in touch with your inner voice and listening to that and not trying to talk yourself out of what that feeling was or trying to second guess that feeling, but being able to be in tune with it and to follow it. All right, so let's get a Lenormand. Clock. So it just takes time. It just takes time, which I know that can be frustrating because sometimes we're like, you know, I just want to be in that happy place. I just want to be to where I want to be. But then it's like, if you're always trying to push that forward and have that anxiety about, you know, that if you see where you are now and you think back to where you wanted to be back then, and now you're where you had wanted to be. So it's like appreciating where you are now, right? This right here in this present energy is having that 10 of Cups and appreciating where you are now and enjoying it. Being excited about what may come, but also enjoying and appreciating where you are now and not worrying about, well, you know, just falling into that negative. But to appreciate where you are right now. And then before you know it, you'll be in this energy, right? And you'll be in the next level. So make sure that you appreciate that, because back here you were like, I never thought I could reach here, but now you're here, right? And it's that constant evolvement within yourself, but being able to appreciate all the steps on the way. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.